Hello, thank you for the invitation to speak today. It's a wonderful opportunity, and the weather is actually cooperating with us, which is good to see. Today we commemorate the peaceful appeal of 25th of April 1999, when Falun Gong practitioners assembled at Zhongnanhai, the central leadership compound of the Chinese Communist Party in Beijing, to seek the release of Falun Gong practitioners unlawfully arrested and detained in Tianjin, China. In spite of official assurances that Falun Gong practitioners would be able to engage in cultivation practice without interference, and that those practitioners detained in Tianjin would be released, it was only a few months later, on 20th of July 1999, that the Chinese Communist Party commenced its unprecedented persecution of Falun Gong practitioners. A brutal and vicious persecution which unfortunately continues to this very day. The principles which Falun Gong practitioners cultivate are truthfulness, compassion, forbearance. Those principles remain of importance to us all. That is because they constitute the very fabric of any society which has any realistic prospect of survival. Without truthfulness, there can be no trust, and so no social cohesion. Without compassion or benevolence, there can be no empathy or understanding. Without forbearance, there can be no endurance, no sacrifice, and thus no self-restraint. Therefore, by persecuting Falun Gong practitioners and the principles they cultivate, the CCP is attacking the very principles which can assure the continued existence of any society. Thus, the CCP is hastening and accelerating the demise of the social order in mainland China. Upon the destruction of that social order, the CCP's collapse too is surely an inevitable outcome. It is at that moment that the Chinese people will reclaim its cultural inheritance. The principles of truthfulness, compassion, forbearance will constitute the moral and spiritual foundations of this new epoch. It has been rightly said that good is rewarded and evil is punished. It is this principle which assures us that the demands of justice will therefore not be denied. History will pass judgment upon the CCP, its leaders, and those responsible for the persecution of Falun Gong practitioners. If the Chinese people are wise, they will not choose to share the same fate as the CCP. On the contrary, they will embrace the principles of truthfulness, compassion, forbearance. The same principles which the Falun Gong practitioners who assembled at Zhongnanhai some 23 years ago both defended and exemplified. Thank you.